So I have finally settled on a name for the fans, and I know yesterday I was kind of indecisive, but kind of saying it was Sickos. But I found a different combination, and I feel like a name that might be a little bit just perhaps more appealing, I don't know. But I want to name you guys Sicklings, right? So it's kind of like a combination between Sickos and Darlings. I'm still gonna call you Darlings, but I think Sicklings could be pretty cute too. And I think that's what I'm gonna call you, because it's like Sicko and Darling. And you guys are my little Sicklings, you know? I get to nurture you back to health and take care of all of you. So the first question comes from Aya Amare. And Aya asks, this is the only credited question, by the way, because it was the only question of its kind as well. And Aya asks, why are you stinky? Well, Aya, I think this was meant for Kotoka's Q&A first and foremost, so I'm just gonna move on swiftly, right? The next question, a male wife related question. Not really a male wife related question, but I feel like that was the intention. Favorite dish to cook, somebody asks, and I responded, or in my fucking head, and I was like, I fucking love lamb or any kind of steak, and I love cooking these. I think I can cook and sear these to absolute perfection, absolute perfection. And I also like cooking pasta, so like lasagna or spaghetti bolognese or just anything, basically. Any pasta dish is really fun to cook for me. But yeah, I would love to do maybe a cooking stream in the future. Who knows? Maybe. Do you like to bake? My answer is yes. I'm answering these like I'm going through a goddamn, like I'm in school or some shit, right? But I do like to bake, and I love baking. I like baking sweet things. Savory things are very yummy too, but primarily sweet things. And I'd love to bake for you guys. If I ever came to visit you guys, I realize that's probably not gonna happen, not anytime soon. But if I ever did bake, I would like to bake, or if I had a choice to bake something, I would bake chocolate cupcakes or brownies. Like chocolate cupcakes with an Italian meringue, buttercream. Oh, just makes me melt. So you just gobble that up while watching your favorite horror show or horror movie. Just watching your favorite VTuber or liver, it doesn't matter. So amazing. Listen to mostly emo music and or trap rap while cleaning, and this is another secret, it's very embarrassing. Don't tell anybody again. Please don't tell anybody. I listen to music while cleaning. I kind of dance in the mirror, and yeah, it's embarrassing, and sometimes like I lock my room because I don't want anybody to catch me dancing. Here you go, my darlings. Top 3 love languages. Ooh, so this is a good question. So my top 3 love languages are 1, quality time, and I retook the test too, because I took the test many years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and then I retook the test to make sure it was still the same. I like spending quality time with people. I'm very big on physical touch as my second one. I'm pretty big on it. And thirdly, I like giving gifts. I like giving gifts to people and spoiling people. I also like it when people give me thoughtful gifts with thoughtful messages. I think that's really sweet. Words of affirmation, acts of service, very close. Because being able to cook for somebody or even clean for somebody would be really, really bog your fashion choices, right? So I genuinely love all types of fashion. I can get with pretty much fucking anything. To be honest, I kind of like when I'm not streaming, right? I kind of dress a little bit like an e-boy, but I also like the military aesthetic, and I really love tech wear. I really like turtlenecks as well. Yeah, I kind of wear ripped jeans. I kind of wear a lot of different things. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, but I like wearing rings as well. I think it's a weird feeling, but the combination of my like warm skin and the cold metal is really nice. I like it. I don't know how to explain. Another question is, and I get this a lot actually, even on my lore video. Do you speak any Chinese? Because the subtitles on your lore video were in traditional Chinese. So the author of this script actually offered to write them in Chinese in order to accommodate more people in the community. And I was like, yeah, of course, I would love that. I thought it was a great opportunity really to just have more people and be more inclusive and get more people, you know, maybe people who didn't understand English to kind of just see and maybe enjoy the lore video as well. In terms of speaking Chinese, speaking Chinese. So I have friends who do speak Chinese, and they say things to me. They always like believe me, they call me I know two of them. Let me try and recall the third one. They say, I forgive my pronunciation, I don't know if I'm pronouncing them this right, but they say nan mama, and they also say nan lao po. What was the last thing they say to me? They I feel like I'm butchering this. What else? They say wo ai ni baober. I don't know what this means, but they're like wo ai ni baober, and I'm like, what does that mean? And then they just laugh, and I'm like, what? But I think it's really sweet, and yes, yeah. I'm flushed now. I feel like I'm flushed. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of curious. Will you have a formal therapy stream in the future? Okay, so I feel like this is something I want to address. I picked this question out because I wanted to address this for you, for all of my darlings out there, or my sicklings, either way. I am not a licensed healthcare professional, right? But I do hope my streams offer you some form of comfort. So whatever you're doing, literally whatever. I'm not a licensed healthcare professional. But yes, I want to be able to help calm you. And I honestly watch streams all the time to calm my anxiety. So if that helps you, or if it helps you sleep, I really hope the streams kind of do something for you in some regard, yeah. So another question is, who is your oshi? And I think they meant in Nijisanji EN specifically. So I thought long and hard about this, and I really love everybody in Nijisanji EN. I really can't outright just pick one, but I do personally enjoy watching a lot of Luca and Mista and Albin. Like, whenever I get on their streams, for example, I will just start fucking my guts will be sent into orbit, my sides will be sent into orbit, because I will just be laughing my head off, basically. So this next question is, do you have a safe word? If yes, what is it? My safe word is don't stop. So question, ASMR. A lot of you guys have been asking this, and I'm pleased to say that I would love to do it. I just do not think that I could do it as well anytime too soon, and in the future I definitely will do it, but I want to do it well, and I lack practice, so I might start off with just like really basic ASMR streams. Kind of maybe I can maybe have not pretend, but actually have breakfast with you guys, you know? Just as I've waken up, maybe take you through my morning routine. I still need to practice. I just want to be able to do decently for you guys. Read the dictionary. I'll take it. You guys are so funny. Which pre-debut voice line, the like announcement trailer, which voice line was my favorite? Mine was so scuffed because I was very sick at that time, right? But my favorite voice line from the announcement trailer was Doppio, for sure. I think it was just so very well delivered, honestly. It was really Pog. It was a Pog moment in time. It was Pog. Because like the way he does it too, he was like, out of sight, but never out of your mind. I was like, how do you do that? Like, it was crazy to me. Out of sight, but never out of mind. I was like, whoa. Are you bald on the side of your head? No, I'm not. I have a full beaming head of hair. Will I ever let you hear my cats? Perhaps they are not very vocal. So I don't know if you'll ever really get to hear them, but you might, you genuinely might. I think one of them comes into the room once in a while, and whenever I pet her, she just absolutely loves it. She just purrs, like she instantly goes purr. And then she goes like, she meows. She almost screams in my face. She kind of looks at me with her beady eyes and just goes, meow. And then I proceed to pet her some more, and she just goes, and then I pick her up and give her a little forehead smooch or scratch her forehead, and she just kind of melts in my arms.